Welcome in, everybody. How's it going? Welcome in here, Jeremy Case here with a Case by Case Sports Show. Wow. Welcome in, everybody. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. We are here. Colorado Avalanche versus the Edmonton Oilers. The Colorado Avalanche continue on their streak here to try and eliminate the 2009 draft class that was drafted by, obviously, one Joe Sakic, first taking out Matt Duchene, then Ryan O'Reilly eliminating him. Now Tyson Barrie stands in their way on the other side, on the defensive side for the Edmonton Oilers. Game 1 here tonight from Ball Arena. Denver, Colorado. I'm in Portland, Oregon. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate it here. Game 1, Western Conference Finals. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever wins this matchup determines on who goes on to the Stanley Cup final and competes with the Stanley Cup for the Stanley Cup. The Avalanche looking for the first time to get to the Stanley Cup finals in 21 years. The Oilers looking for the first time with their bunch as well. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready here to begin this game. Wow, it's been a long time coming here for game 1. Can the Avalanche match up to it? We shall see, ladies and gentlemen, as we are getting ready here for game 1. Stanley Cup Finals. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we will have puck drop and the action. When we all come back, stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, everybody. We are getting set here for game number 1 of the Western Conference Finals, Colorado Avalanche and the Edmonton Oilers. Here for you on the Spotlight Sports Network here today. Teams coming out on the ice, introductions being made. They're going to sing the national anthem here, and they will be underway here from Ball Arena, Denver, Colorado. I'm in Portland, Oregon. We'll be right back here just briefly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting the singing of the national anthems here. Welcome in, everybody. Make yourselves known where you're watching from, how you're watching. Like to get to know you guys in the chat here. We are getting the Star Spangled Banner sang right now, and then we will be ready for playoff hockey, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1, the Western Conference Finals here tonight. Colorado Avalanche, Edmonton Oilers. Just waiting. Colorado Avalanche have been waiting 22 years for this opportunity to go and move on, or have been waiting 20 years, for this opportunity to go on and move on to the Stanley Cup final. With that, the national anthems are sang. We are getting ready. Let's bring in our scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. Let me make one little slight adjustment here. With the blue and orange trim as well as we get ready here, ladies and gentlemen. Period 1. We are getting ready for puck drop here. Referee at center ice. Whistle is blowing and the puck is down, and here we go. And now comes out to Taves. We'll get it over to McCars. He'll try to flip it through the neutral zone and into the Oilers zone. Mike Smith playing it from around the boards. We'll get it back out. Intercepted by McKinnon. Here comes McKinnon in the right face-off circle. Looking, turn it around, spins back towards the blue line, and we'll dump it in around the corner. Now Val Nichushkin in behind. We'll get it kicked out, but it'll be intercepted by Leon Draisaitl as he comes through the neutral zone and turns back around into the neutral zone, that is. And we'll get it to CC as he'll dump it into the Colorado Avalanche zone. Fighting it with the boards now. Taves got it, and he'll dump it up ice and try to get it past the blue line, and Landeskog dumps it into the Oilers zone. Mike Smith playing it around. We'll get it back out to right here. It'll be down back to the Oilers. Now to Cody CC as he brings it up the ice for the Oilers. Gets past the neutral zone and into the Colorado Avalanche zone. Cleared. Was Evander Kane, as now Eric Johnson will get it and give it to Nazem Kadri, who tries to get it back out. Now Bowen Byram and Kadri, and there will be a whistle for an offside here as Kadri was offside. 18:58 left and remaining. First faceoff we get here. Man, what an opportunity for Nathan McKinnon, and he just didn't take advantage of it. So we're waiting for a face-off here. Right here at the red dot on the far side near the penalty boxes here. Here we go. It's going to be Kadri versus Evander Kane. Both 91s, puck down. And the Avs and Oilers will fight for it as it gets across the blue line, but will be immediately handled by Bouchard. And get on to Duncan Keith as he'll dump it all the way down. It'll be whistled for an icing as it was untouched going past the Avalanche blue lines. Look at here, no shot on goal here. Jay Woodcroft, Jared Bednar, coaches for the respective teams. Mike Smith, Darcy Kemper in goal for the respective teams as well. 18:46 now as we're getting a face-off here. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins against Nazem Kadri now. And it looks like Nugent-Hopkins almost kicked out. Referee giving him a warning. Here we go now. Face-off here to the left face-off circle near the Oilers net here. Being fought for it, it will ultimately be gathered by Byram. Byram out to Rantanen. Rantanen will get it on behind to Kadri, but he missed it off his stick, and Duncan Keith will intercept it there. Now here by Lehkonen, now to Kadri, fighting for it in the corners here with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Back it around, here comes now Mikko Rantanen. Over to Duncan Keith, and he'll try to clear it up the boards out of the zone, and Evander Kane will knock it down, move it alongside into the neutral zone. It will be cleared, and Bouchard tried to clear it, and it ultimately will be. Met by it now is Johnson. Now he'll turn it around to the boards, out past the Oilers blue line. Here comes Newhook, racing in, and he'll beat it for the icing against Tyson Barrie. Unbelievable. Now fought around the boards, ultimately intercepted by the Oilers as they move it up the ice past the blue line here. Fighting for it now. Now Bouchard has it, shot and a save by Darcy Kemper. One shot on goal there. 17:53. Man, it's a pretty stalemated game so far for both teams. Here we go. We're going to have a face-off here. JT Compher in there. It's going to be Fogle here, and face-off is down here now. Fought forward by the Oilers, off the shot and off the post. Now shot again by Vogel, and it goes deflected wide. Now Compher bringing it up to Burakovsky, now to Newhook. Newhook brings it across the neutral zone past the blue line, and will dump it in and clear it in here. Now Burakovsky fighting for it in the corner against Vogel. Will be intercepted here. Poyarvi will get it and clear it up and back into the Avalanche zone for a line change. Now Jack Johnson with it behind the net here as he waits to bring it out here. Johnson back up over to Bowen Byram as he tries to clear it through the neutral zone. And it looks like it's going to be up and out of play with a whistle. 17-16. Another shot by the Edmonton Oilers. Two shots on goal here for the Oilers early on here. Whoo, that was a close goal. Here's it looks like it's going to be Darren Helm going against, can't see here. Helm with it for the faceoff for the Avs here at center ice. Puck is down now, and it'll be the Oilers taking it past the blue line. Coming in on it will be hit hard. Archibald hits Eric Johnson extremely hard. Man, he racked him up against the boards now with it. Oilers trying to get it around the net. Now Johnson will clear it back out, and we'll get it back out to O'Connor. O'Connor now up to Helm. Helm will cross the blue line. Shot save there by Mike Smith. Now fighting for it as the Oilers have it, coming out with it as Archibald, or I'm sorry, as the Oilers will just dump it into the Avalanche zone and get a line change. Now Jonathan Taves with it. Oh, James with it with a steal on his shot as the net almost came off its moorings. Saved by Kemper. Here comes Nichushkin. Shot save deflected wide off of Mike Smith's glove there. Now McKinnon with it back over on center ice over to the Avalanche zone here. Here comes Taves now. Taves with it up to Gabriel Landeskog. He'll dump it ahead for McKinnon as he's giving chase to it. Right along there now along the boards is Landeskog as they clear it back up. Draisaitl trying to clear it out. Now Landeskog getting into it here with Cody Ceci. Tripped up is Nathan McKinnon, but no call. Here comes Draisaitl with it ahead, getting up to Connor McDavid. McDavid on the rush with a shot, score. No, save. Saved by Darcy Kemper there. Now with a shot again, save. So it's 1-1 shots here as the Avalanche trying to get it in their own zone. Now Nichushkin with it behind the net, fighting Cody Ceci. We'll get it out here. Lehkonen. As now Evander Kane brings it up past the blue line as they're fighting for it to get cleared. And now here come the Avalanche. Nazem Kadri will be picked up by Jack Johnson and dumped around the boards into the Edmonton zone. Mike Smith with it behind the boards will play it along. Now coming up along with it. Now intercepted by Kadri in the Avalanche zone. Here it comes now to Jack Johnson. Shot! Save! Deflected wide off by Mike Smith there. Now coming in around here. Shot here out is Lehkonen out in front, and he couldn't get nothing. Save again by Smith. Now out to Jack Johnson. Now Mikko Rantanen behind with it now. Trying to get it around, but it'll be cleared out by the Oilers here. Bringing it up ice now. Here's Vander Kane with a breakaway shot, score. Avalanche did not get back in time on defense good enough, and it led to a breakaway for the Oilers to get the first goal of this game. Unbelievable. I guess we can put a 2 up there now. One nothing there. Evander Kane with the breakaway there. And unfortunately, the Oilers go up 1-0 here. As we get going here, as now the Oilers will dump it into the Avalanche zone. Here comes Eric Johnson now trying to clear with it and fighting with it with McDavid. Now out to Bowen Byram. Clear, moving it along here is now Andre Burakovsky into the zone. Shot save, deflected wide. Right off Mike Smith's glove there as it goes all the way back into the Avalanche zone. They try to clear it out now here. Bowen Byram moving it along, intercepted here by Fogel. And it'll be Burakovsky here. Here comes Alex Newhook. Newhook in with a pass shot. Score! Score! Yeah! Who was it? I didn't get to see it. Taves across ice to JT Comfer. The Avs have tied it up now 1-1. What an answer right back here by Newhook. Cross ice to Comfer with the one-timer and caught Mike Smith off guard with the shot and score. Unbelievable. So it'll be 14-20. Now here Comfer with the goal. Now the Oilers moving back into the Avalanche zone. Now Helm's going to pick it up behind the net. Now Helm coming up over and we'll dump it along upside the boards, trying to clear it out of the Avalanche zone, and we'll do so. Now intercepted back again by Johnson as the Oilers put together an effort to try and bring it up to the Avalanche zone. Johnson clearing it up past the blue line with Helm, as now Mike Smith meets Tyson Barrie there as he tries to clear it out. Now the Oilers trying to bring it up again, and it's going to be wrangled back by Logan O'Connor right over to Cogliano. Now here comes Logan O'Connor with a breakaway in the zone, but backs off. Cross ice pass is broken up to McKinnon. Now Landeskog with it behind the net, circling back over to the right side. Now Landeskog trying to get with it now. Trying to get it back over, and will be intercepted by the Oilers now, worked out of their zone and back into the Colorado zone. Devon Taves, it'll be waved off as an icing here. 13:25 left. We got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! My good Lord, JT Compher with the goal. We all thought it was going to be an offensive shootout, and it's shown to be so far here in Colorado. 13:25 left here in the first period. We're going to get a face-off here by the Avalanche net on the left face-off circle here. Top lines in for both teams. Landeskog versus McDavid is going to be the face-off here. Here we go, puck down, and the Oilers win the face-off here. Will be thrown around the boards and trying to get out of their zone. It was on the Edmonton zone, excuse me. Now Draisaitl struggling to clear it here in the neutral zone, and we'll try to get it up, and it'll be broken up and have to be brought back there by Darnell Nurse. Now here comes McDavid in, trying to struggle to get it, but it'll be picked up again by the Avalanche. Val Nichushkin on the right side clears the blue line, but will be whistled offside. Whoever wants to watch it, thank you guys for joining. Who all is watching this? Well, so far only one person. Who do you want to win? The Avalanche, obviously. 13 minutes left here. We're 1-1 in the first period, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back here just shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. 13 minutes left here in the first period. 1-1 here. Early on in the first period here, 13 minutes left to go here. We got ourselves a shootout in the Mile High City. Here's the puck down, and we have face-off here as the Oilers will draw it and just put it back in their zone here. Trying to clear it around the boards now as the Edmonton Oilers will be dumped into the Avalanche zone and will be waved off with the icing as now Johnson and Kane clash into each other in the boards. Now coming in up to Byram, Byram with it. Shot saved by Mike Smith and covered up for the whistle there. As Byram danced in all alone in the zone, 12:35 here. Excuse me. Thank you guys for all tuning in and watching. I appreciate it here. 12:35 left to go here. First period between the Oilers and Avalanche Western Conference Finals, Game 1. Here from Denver, Colorado. We're going to get a face-off here on the left face-off circle on the Edmonton Oilers net here. It'll be New Hook with with the face-off as the Avalanche try to win it, but the Oilers intercept it and dump it out of their own zone. Clearing the blue line is the Oilers. They'll give chases Taves, is McLeod, and we'll work it around. Shot, it will be deflected off by JT Comfort. Now here comes Fogle. Fogle working it in around the net. Now will be intercepted by Alex Newhook and try to dump out the zone. That effort will be thwarted really quick. Now Fogle with it behind the net has to go off his stick. Now with a slap shot off and deflected wide by the Oilers here. Now intercepted by Burakovsky. And now Makar will hold it as we will get a line change here for the Avalanche in their own zone. Makar with it now from the left faceoff circle behind the Avalanche bench. Net. Worked in along the boards, trying to get it through the neutral zone. Will be deflected back by the Oilers. Now the Oilers deflect it back into the Avalanche zone, and Makar will give chase to it then. Setting up behind the net now is Makar. Waiting for the play to develop and a line to change here. Makar will give it up to Taves as he'll work it along. Cleared the blue line. Now here is O'Connor. Connor with the shot save. Covered up by Smith. 4-2 shots on goal here. 11:28 left in the first period. Can everybody hear me okay? So now it'll be Landeskog and McDavid here with the faceoff as the puck's down and the Avalanche win the faceoff with a shot deflected wide again by Nichushkin as he tries to fight forward in the corners here. It'll be Darnell Nurse and Gabriel Landeskog working it. Now McKinnon now trying to work it back along around the net to Landeskog. Landeskog by the net with a shot. Save, puck loose, but it'll be covered up by Mike Smith. There for the Avalanche. Avalanche continuously putting on offensive pressure on the Edmonton Oilers as Landeskog wrapped it around trying to shoot it, and it died on the skate of Cody Ceci. It was loose right in front of the net as Mike Smith went to cover it up here. Landeskog and McDavid again on the faceoff here in the left faceoff circle by the Oilers net. The Oilers will get it and dump it right out of their zone. It'll be sent down into the Avalanche zone. It'll be waved off for an icing. 11:04 left. I'm going to call it 5-2 on the shots there. Here we go now. Landeskog and McDavid again for the third time here within the last minute of the left faceoff circle zone here by the Oilers bench. Here we go, McDavid and now McKinnon as Landeskog was kicked out. Now to Landeskog with a shot deflected right off. Now Nichushkin here with it. Nichushkin puts it back behind the net for Landeskog as he fights with it for Leon Draisaitl, or as Nurse right behind the left-hand corner of the net here. Now trying to get it out as McKinnon as he works it out along the right side of the boards. McKinnon with it now. He's got it all by himself. Works it back around to the boards to Landeskog. Landeskog with it behind. Tries to work it around. Slips, falls with kind of a shot, but it's deflected really wide. Now Nichushkin with it. Nichushkin will give it out to McKinnon. McKinnon with the shot from the point. It'll bounce and be deflected way wide left of the net. Now Nichushkin fighting for it, and it'll be McDavid will be with it, and he'll try to get it as he levels Devon Taves immediately. Now Taves with it will get it out to Makar. Makar trying to work it through the neutral zone and leveled again by Leon Draisaitl. Here comes Kadri with it all over the blue line, all by himself. Kadri with the shot save. Unbelievable. Oilers trying to play that rough and tough style hockey here with the Avalanche. Two big hits laid on by Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, both respectively to Devon Taves. Wow, what a hit. Let's go, Avs. Thank you very much, Double Shot Jake, for tuning in. That's my best friend, Jacob Gearhart. Tuning in live from Colorado as well. Face off here will be Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Nazem Kadri for the Avalanche and Oilers, respectively, by the Oilers net here. 5-2 shots on goal here. I'm sorry, it's going to be Rantanen now. Rantanen and Nugent-Hopkins as it gets cleared out here by the Oilers as they work it up down over to the Avalanche zone. Will be picked up by Kadri. Now over to Johnson as he clears it up into the Oilers zone, but it'll be waved off for an icing. 9:59 left here in the first period. Boy, it's been a game, ladies and gentlemen. A shootout all the way. Evander Kane scoring the first goal for the Oilers. JT Compher scoring the first goal for the Avalanche. Now Nazem Kadri and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins here for the face-off here. Puck down, and the Avalanche will win it here. They try to clear it around to their own, out of their own zone. Hit late on, it'll roll into the Edmonton Oilers zone and will be fought off for the icing as Mikko Rantanen gets there in time. So now working along is the Oilers into the neutral zone will be picked up by the Avalanche with Jack Johnson here. Jack Johnson moving it over to Bowen Byram. Now Byram with it, trying to clear it up out of the zone, and he'll move back. Here he comes into the neutral zone. Now Byram over at the blue line. We'll get it over here to Burakovsky. Burakovsky trying to work it along. Now to Byram. Byram with it all by his lonesome, trying to cuts back towards the blue line, and we'll dump it back over behind the net. Now here with it now with the Avalanche's new hook. Now to O'Connor. O'Connor with it now with a shot and a save by Mike Smith. And a little pushing and shoving here by Compher. And Tyson Barrie, the former Avalanche. Here as tensions are high in this game. At 9:12 in the first period, ladies and gentlemen, it's 1-1. Taking a break on the broadcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please let me know where you're listening from, how you're listening. I do appreciate the views. Thank you guys so much. Let's step away for a short break here, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 9:12 left here on the first period. 1-1 here. As we're coming in for a face-off here between McLeod and Compher. Here by the Avalanche net here. Puck down now, and the Oilers win the face-off here as now Fogle will clear it out. Will be worked along here by the Oilers here as it's back to Fogles. He'll work it into the Avalanche zone, now being fought off here by the Avalanche. Manson with it now. We'll get it up to Compher. Compher with it, trying to skate backwards, but it'll be intercepted in the neutral zone there by the Oilers as they work it into the Avalanche zone. Helm with a huge hit on the left side on Fogle. Now here with it. Now the Oilers behind the net here. Now here with it, trying to fight with it with a shot, and it's deflected wide. We'll move over to the corner now. Manson trying to clear it out for the Avalanche here. Manson now waiting for the line change as he tries to get just barely in front of the net here as he works it along into the neutral zone. Here comes Nathan MacKinnon. MacKinnon working it all by himself, but immediately cut off, and we'll have to go back towards their own net. Here comes Jack Johnson now. Johnson with it. We'll get it to MacKinnon. Out to Landeskog. Landeskog penetrating across the blue line all by himself with MacKinnon. But will be broken up by the Oilers here and dumped out of their own zone here with Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl brings it up. It'll be blocked off by Landeskog. Landeskog with it now, and we'll dump it into the Oilers zone. Around here now, Val Nichushkin looking with Cody Cece. Now in Darnell Nurse and Landeskog. Taves and Landeskog with it, trying to get it in the corner. Keeps it in the zone here. Now Nichushkin works it over to Landeskog behind the net. Now Landeskog with it now. Trying to work it on the right side corner over to McKinnon. McKinnon trying to get it, and it's broken up here. Now with Landeskog with it still. Now to McKinnon with a shot! Deflected wide off by Mike Smith there. And now the Oilers will get it in, try to clear it up out of their zone as it goes down. And Darcy Kemper will give it to Cale Makar. Makar coming hard and hot out of the Avalanche net. Here comes Lehkonen clearing the blue line. Now with Kadri as he's hit. Kadri with a shot. Right off the post, a shot by Mikko Rantanen. And a save by Mike Smith. Unbelievable. Woo! That was an intense offensive series there. Here we go now, 7:06 here. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Nazem Kadri for the faceoff here in front of the Oilers bench here now. Now Erik Johnson with it. Now having a hard time clearing it. It'll go around into the left side now with Byram here. Byram fighting it with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins in the left corner. Here we'll get it around to Nazem Kadri. Kadri fighting with it as well. And Ryan Nugent-Hopkins will ultimately come with it. Intercepted here by the Avalanche. Getting extremely physical with the Edmonton Oilers in the corner. Now out with Kadri trying to get it to Byram, but it'll go back over the blue line and they'll have to call everybody back and try to clear it in the zone again. Now here's Mikko Rantanen trying to get it out. Now here to to Cogliano. Cogliano in by himself, and it'll be deflected and shoved off by Tyson Barrie. Now the Oilers try to clear it out. Cogliano keeps it in with a shot. I'm sorry, by Manson, and it'll be deflected before it even hits the net. Now behind the net here's Helm fighting with it with Cogliano and Tyson Barrie as well. Cogliano with a slap shot by Johnson, deflected off wide into the left side of the net. Now worked back around, trying to get out by the Oilers. Now the Avalanche keep it in. Johnson and Helm fighting with it now. It'll ultimately be picked up by the Oilers and past the blue line, but the Avalanche will get it. Great shift by the Avalanche. Amazing. Ball arena coming to live. Here is Logan O'Connor fighting with it in the corner. Helm works it back around out to the blue line. Now to Jack Johnson. Johnson with all by himself with a shot and a save. Deflected off. Here comes Cale Makar now. I'm sorry, Alex Newhook with it with Logan O'Connor. O'Connor with it, fighting here with JT Compher and Tyson Barrie in the corner. Now Ryan Nugent-Hopkins comes with it, tries to work it along the boards. Here come the Oilers now. And puck poked away and kept in the Avalanche zone. Here comes Alex Newhook behind the net here. Alex Newhook with it, trying to get it around, and we'll get it around to Mikko Rantanen here. Now out to Helm, to Bowen Byram, damn near at the blue line. Now with Burakovsky, the shot saved by Mike Smith, by Erik Johnson. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, Ball Arena is on its feet. Amazing shift by the Avalanche. 5:10 here. Left to go in the first period. And we are all still tied. That was intense. The Avalanche bringing immense pressure. We're going to step away here for a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. 5:10 left to go here in the first period. Broncos breakdown. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it here. It's been a offensive battle and shootout here so far in Denver, Colorado. 5:10 left here in the first period. Shots are 7-2. So here we go. 5:10 left here in the first period. As Ball Arena came alive and on its feet here in Denver, Colorado. Waiting the face-off here. It's going to be Nathan MacKinnon and Connor McDavid as the puck is down and the Oilers win the face-off here. Working it around are the Oilers trying to get it out of their own zone and will clear and do so. Darcy Kemper now with it. Now to Cale Makar. Cale Makar with it behind the net. Trying to wait for the play to set up here. Now working up to Devon Taves. Devon Taves clearing it across the blue line. Here comes McKinnon all by himself. Score! Nathan MacKinnon puts the Avalanche up 2-1. What a goal! He does it again, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan MacKinnon defies the hockey odds and comes in all alone off a cross ice pass by Devon Taves and shovels it in through the 5-hole of Mike Smith with the left hand. Unbelievable. Woo. Unbelievable. What a goal by Nathan MacKinnon. 2-1 Avalanche here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go now. Puck down here. As now the Avalanche come with it and try to clear it up over into the Oilers zone. It'll be whistled for an icing. 4:40 left. So MacKinnon with the assist by Taves for that goal. Unbelievable. He beat Nurse, blew right by him, was waiting in the neutral zone, and blew right by everybody. Puck down here now as the Oilers have it behind the Avs net here. Now Draisaitl with it. Draisaitl with it will kick it, try to kick it out to Foegele. It'll be intercepted here by Josh Manson. Manson with it now in neutral ice across the blue line. Will dump it and wait for a line change here. Now the Oilers with it possess it around on the left-hand corner will bring it out to neutral ice. It will be intercepted by Devon Taves out to Cale Makar. Now Taves working it now to Nichushkin over the blue line into the Oilers zone. Here's MacKinnon now with it again. MacKinnon trying to work it now. And we'll try to work it along the boards. He'll be caught up and tangled up by Landeskog. Shot saved by Smith. That equals 12 shots as the Nichushkin's stick got caught up in the defenseman out by the net, but Landeskog had it with a good chance to put it on net, and he did so there. It's going to be 4:02 left here. Now everything's caught up. 4:02 left here. 2-1 Avalanche here in the first period. Unbelievable hockey being played by the Colorado Avalanche. Now Nazem Kadri and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with the face-off as a puck down, and the Oilers will get the face-off and clear it right up out of their zone. Now Devon Taves chasing it back behind his own net. Will clear it around the boards. We'll get out to neutral zone. Here comes Nazem Kadri over the blue line. Kadri with it to Mikko Rantanen. Rantanen with a shot save. Now Taves with it. We'll try to keep it in now to Kadri. Kadri with it. Working it, trying to round the boards, will be intercepted there by Foegele. And now will be cleared out here by intercepted here. Shot save. That shot was, I believe, by Cale Makar, as there's 14 shots now on goal. Now Taves with it behind the home net as he chases it. Now to the neutral zone to Rantanen. Now to Cogliano with a shot save. Cogliano back with it. And it'll be covered up by Mike Smith. Ultimately, 15 shots to 3. 3:18 left here in the first period. Hello, Kayla. Welcome in. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Wow, this is a hot and intense playoff series here. The Avalanche playing amazing, amazing hockey. Helm with it now for the face-off. Here, as it's a left face-off circle near here towards the Oilers net. Puck down, and the Oilers will win it. Darnell Nurse tries to clear it up and along the boards, and out now. Avalanche playing like they've been on the power play this whole entire period. Cogliano works it in. Now O'Connor with it with Helm. Helm with a shot save. Save again. Oh, shot was blocked, excuse me. Wasn't even touched, Mike Smith. Avalanche keep it in over the blue line. Now giving chase to it is Helm. Now the Oilers have it and will try to dump it out. The Avalanche so physical with them all along the boards here. As Helm rocks Cody Ceci into the boards there. Now coming up the Oilers with it past the blue line. He'll be whistled offside. 2:44 left here in the first period, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1. I will not be Kayla. I'm with the Avalanche until they get eliminated. They're in the Western Conference Finals here. Game number 1. Shots 14-3, 2:44. Faceoff will be at center ice. JT Compher. Here, Connor McDavid already with the boo-boo face on the bench. Puck down now. The Oilers will get it and clear it over into the Avalanche zone. Johnson now with it. Will dump it behind and leave it for Burakovsky, but intercepted here by the Oilers. Here, Cody Ceci with the shot on his blocked. I'm sorry. McLeod back out to Fogle. Fogle with a shot blocked here. Now with the shot again and saved by Darcy Kemper. As the first lines will come back out. Here, at least the first forward lines for the Edmonton Oilers. So now first lines out for both teams here. 2:23 here. How's McDavid and Landeskog with it? Oilers win the draw here. Now over the blue line with a shot deflected deep wide in front. So save again by Kemper as he gives 3 saves. What a save by Darcy Kemper, laying it all out. Unbelievable. Oilers trying to work it along back. It'll be intercepted by the Avalanche in their own zone. Now working it over their own blue line into the Oilers zone. It's cleared in. Mike Smith with it now. We'll try to clear it back out of the zone. It'll be kept in here by Cale Makar. Makar with it, cross-ice pass blocked. And it'll be the Oilers retaining possession here. Leon Draisaitl clearing it over the blue line here for the Avalanche, but it'll be knocked back. And the Oilers will get a line change here as Devon Taves possesses the puck behind his own bench. Taves with it now, waiting for the line change now, and they'll work it back up here. Now out for Bowen Byram as it works it into the Oilers zone, up and over, out of play. 1:29 left here in the first period. What a first period for the Colorado Avalanche. If they can continue to play like this all series long, it's not even going to be close as to the way this series goes. Zach Hyman out in front there, trying to get it in on Darcy Kemper. He said no and was laying all out. Puck down here as the faceoff commences at center ice. Oilers possessing it now and will clear it into the Avalanche zone. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins giving chase with Nazem Kadri. Kadri trying to give it clear here out and will roll into the Oilers zone, and there'll be no icing here as Nurse tries to roll it back around and clear it out of the Oilers zone. Now Vander Kane fighting with it here with Josh Manson. And now here is Cody Ceci possesses it as he gets it past neutral ice. And the Avalanche will turn around and just shove it right back out of their zone. And it'll be an icing call. Excuse me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys like what you see or hear or see, please be sure to leave me a like or subscribe. Helps me out. Costs you absolutely nothing. 2-1 here. It'll be officially, it's 57 seconds, 57.5. I will roll the clock when it gets in sync with the clock on my broadcast. McDavid and it's going to be Kadri and McDavid for the faceoff here. Puck down as it's whistled dead immediately. Faceoff violation, and McDavid will go over to the right wing side. Now it'll be Draisaitl and Kadri here with the faceoff. 57.5 seconds left officially here. Faceoff down here as we'll roll the puck here. The Avalanche trying to clear it out. Now Tyson Barrie possesses it on the blue line. Barry tries to shove it in along the boards. It'll get out to Connor McDavid. McDavid behind the net here, still possessing the puck. Now back out to Barry. Barry with a shot deflected wide off the net, and now be intercepted by Bowen Byram. He'll dump it up out of the Avalanche zone into the neutral zone. Now Josh Manson trying to keep it, and they'll just dump it out, and they'll get a line change. Here comes McDavid now, giving it out to Draisaitl. Draisaitl on the right side here in the Avalanche zone. McDavid now bringing it up back around to the left side. Now to pull up to the shot, score! Zach Hyman. Zach Hyman has been a threat consistently, and it proves to show off here as he gets in the tying goal here and ties it up right before the end of the period. McDavid with the sweep. Draisaitl. McDavid with it, gave it back. Again, the Avalanche having issues with the defense on the open side of the far side of the net. Josh Manson was right there in with Zach Hyman and failed to close the door shut. Unbelievable. The Avalanche have to tighten that up. They have to fix that if they're going to go anywhere in this game. Puck down now as the Oilers try to possess it here in the neutral zone. Here comes Cale Makar with a shot. Save, score! Cale Makar! All right! What a goal! Woohoo! The two biggest things I said before this series ever started was that Cale Makar and Mikko Rantanen have to get going, and it seems like they kind of got on the same page here. Now just a few defensive tweaks for the Colorado Avalanche, and they'll have it right where they want them. Then we got two penalties here. Oh, they're Edmonton's challenging it here. Edmonton's challenging it. The Snake Sports Talk Show, welcome in. Thank you very much for tuning in. Edmonton's going to challenge to see if it was offsides. No. I don't think that's an offsides call here. Landeskog was trying to get back over the blue line, and Makar entered in the zone. Oh, Nichushkin. Ooh, that's close. They might overturn this goal, ladies and gentlemen. That is a really close call. Landeskog was, oh man, yeah, that's offsides. Unbelievable. Val Nichushkin was offsides when the puck got into the zone. It looks like that goal will be taken back here for the Avalanche. Philly Sports Talk Show. Let's go Avs. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Nichushkin was offsides. It's very apparent that Nichushkin was offsides. Nurse went to dump it back. Makar intercepted it, and Nichushkin did not get back. Be 13-6. Oh, they called it good. So we do have a good goal. Unbelievable. We do have a good goal. All right. Coach Dante, what's going on? Thank you guys. Key in the building. Thank you. Welcome in. We got a tie game. That's right. 3-2 Colorado, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the first period. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a brief break. We will be back here. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we're starting the start of the second period. Darcy Kemper seemingly having an issue here with his pad. Avs still on the power play, 1:48 left here in the second period as they have a 3-2 lead as Darcy Kemper is trying to still fix his pad as he's back between the area between the tunnel and the bench where the Avs come out. Boy. Little delay here, ladies and gentlemen. They might have to go with Pavel Francouz here if Darcy Kemper. Here he comes now. Darcy Kemper coming out to the ice, and we're going to get started here with the second period. Avalanche with a very, very hot first period. Oilers as well. It's a shootout, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready for period number 2 here. 5 goals in the first period between both teams. As we get ready for puck drop here now, puck down, and the Edmonton Oilers will win the draw. Now clearing it around into the Avalanche zone. It'll be played by Darcy Kemper here. Now Makar with it behind the net as he comes out here. Here comes Makar over the blue line of the neutral zone, and will be cleared into the Edmonton Oilers zone. Picked up by Mike Smith and blasted off the glass. It'll be retained by Makar right around the face-off circles in the Avalanche zone. Here comes Makar into the neutral zone. Now over the blue line here. Makar here with the pass to Rantanen. Rantanen with it on the right side with a shot. Save. Rebound. Country score! Nazem Kadri with the power play goal here. And that'll clear the penalty and the power play. The Avalanche go up 4-2 here to start off the second period. Kadri with an original shot got his own rebound off of Mike Smith as he lost the puck in transition of traffic. Kadri picks it up, puts it in the empty side of the right side of the net. It's now 4-2 Colorado. Puck down now, and the Avalanche will possess it here as they will dump it into the Oilers zone. Duncan Keith giving chase to it in the corner behind the net and will be worked upon right over by the Oilers. Now McDavid working it up, will retain, slap shot, save and deflected wide by the Avalanche as now the Oilers try to clear it up off the ice and into their zone. Now Makar with it as he intercepts it in the neutral zone. Makar with it now swinging it right out and will be worked along over the blue line, but kicked out of the Oilers zone, and Makar will get it again, and the Avalanche will reset it up and try it again. Makar to Taves. Taves across ice to Landeskog as he loses it, and it'll be retained by the Avalanche in their own zone again. Trying to penetrate it, and the Oilers will knock it into the Avalanche zone. Taves working it around the boards into the neutral zone. As Nichushkin loses his stick and loses the puck, it'll roll all the way to the Oilers zone. Duncan Keith now with it as he brings it out. Here's Keith now. He's looking. It'll be intercepted by Eric Johnson in the neutral zone. Here comes Rico Rantanen. Rantanen back to Johnson. It's lost, and it'll be picked up by Keith as an interception happens. So is Rantanen. It was Kadri assisted by Rantanen and Makar there. Now Byram trying to work it on as it'll be intercepted by Nugent Hopkins here. Worked around the net here to Kane. Evander Kane out in front of the net. He'll pass it across ice, but it'll just go over there. Shot saved by Kemper by the Oilers. Here's now Kane as he tries to work it in. Yamamoto with a shot. It's blocked off and hauled off by the Avalanche here. Here comes Kane. Evander Kane Nugent Hopkins with it now. With Yamamoto, his shot, no good, save. Now with a shot again, saved by Kemper again. Here's Kane trying to get it out in the center of the pass and won't go. Now the Avalanche pick it up, and here comes Kadri working into the neutral zone. Kadri trying to climb over Yamamoto, and Yamamoto will intercept it, and it'll be back into the Avalanche zone here. The Avalanche have it, trying to clear it out into the neutral zone, and Rantanen will move it along into the back of the net behind the Oilers zone. Here's JT Compher. Compher with it with a slap shot save by Mike Smith. Shots 19-10 here. 17-16 left here in the second period, excuse me. Who scored for the Avs? Let's see. I get it, man. But right now, my Avalanche are in the playoffs, and they are hot. Face off here to the right, face off circle by the Oilers bench here. Puck down, and the Oilers will get it. Here's Cody Ceci, tries to work it along the boards here. Now with it now, here's McLeod, now back up to Darnell Nurse. Giving it for Fogle with a shot, saved by Kemper, rebound, score! By McLeod as he got the rebound. Darcy Kemper lost the puck in front of him. McLeod gets the rebound and puts it right back in the net. And now we have a 1-goal game again, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Fogle with the shot, and Kemper just lost it in his pads. I don't blame Kemper for that one bit. He just didn't see where it was, and McLeod was right there at the right time. But Josh Manson has to brush up on his defense. He has to get better. Him and Darren Helm both have to get better on the backdoor defensive side on that net. Puck down now, and the Oilers will win the faceoff here as Darnell Nurse gets it to Cody Ceci, and he'll work it, bounce along into the Avalanche zone. Kemper will cover up. Josh Manson and Darren Helm have been defensive liabilities for the Avalanche in this game. They need to tighten it up. They really need to. So here we go. Face off here in the Avalanche, in front of the Avalanche net. It'll be Darren Helm. Here it'll be Darren Helm and Derek Ryan. Puck down now, and Ryan and the Oilers. Slap shot by Cody Ceci. Saved by Darcy Kemper. Now with the rebound, here are the Oilers. Here comes Darnell Nurse with a center icing pass. It'll be intercepted by Cogliano and worked out of the zone into the center, into the neutral zone. Cody Ceci trying to work it. Will be intercepted here. Here's El Cogliano with a shot deflected wide. Here's now Eric Johnson now to pick it up on the right side. Johnson with it in the Oilers zone. Here comes Johnson cutting back even more towards the blue line. Tries to dump it in along the boards, and it is picked off and intercepted. Trying to be worked along by Darren Helm. Now Darnell Nurse with it. It'll clear it up out of the zone, but it'll be kept in here by Bowen Byram. Byram here with it. Shot, and it is deflected in the zone, in the slot. Now McCarr. McCarr with it. It will get taken down. Now Landeskog with it behind the net. Here comes Landeskog. Looking for center icing pass to McKinnon. Shot saved by Mike Smith. Now get it out. Val Nichushkin trying to keep it in as the Oilers get it, and we'll work it up out of their zone. Here comes Cassian with the breakaway. Shot saved by Kemper. What a save. Devon Taves trying to clear it out. Here's Taves now with it. Works it over the blue line. Here's Nichushkin. Nichushkin with it all on alone with a shot, but stripped away by Mike Smith. Kept in by Cogliano. Oh, Lehkonen gets rocked out of the blue line. Here comes McKinnon now. McKinnon with it here. Now we'll get it over to Landeskog with a shot. Oh, score! Mikko Rantanen! Ladies and gentlemen, we are only halfway through 2 periods of play, and there are already 8 goals in this hockey game. What a save by Darcy Kemper. And then on the other side, McKinnon with it, with a cross ice pass to Mikko Rantanen, and he scores. Unbelievable. 15:20 left here. I'll run the clock down here. Get it in sync. Here we go. Face off at center ice with Nazem Kadri and Connor McDavid. 22-14 the shots here. 15:20 left. Kadri and McDavid here. Puck is down. The Avalanche have it, and Johnson will work it along across the blue line. Here's Mikko Rantanen fighting with it now. Trying to get it across ice, and it's knocked away by the Oilers as they'll clear it into the neutral zone. It'll be intercepted by the Avalanche here. Now working it is Mikko Rantanen as he dumps it into the Oilers zone, and they'll get a line change. Now here's Kadri with it. Kadri in front of the net. Kadri trying to backhand it and knocked up against Mike Smith, and I think there's going to be a penalty on the Oilers for interference. No, there's not. The net was knocked off its moorings as Kadri was knocked really hard into Mike Smith. 14:56 left here in the second period. Oh, Kadri was racked hard up against the left post. And it knocked off the mask of Mike Smith. That's why they called the whistle. Here we go. Face off here. Left face off circle near the Oilers net here. Puck down, and the Avalanche have it. Slap shot by Devon Taves is blocked in the lane. Another shot wide over, deflected. And now the Oilers will try to clear it out of their own zone. It's beyond their blue line, so the Avalanche will have to get back. Here's Duncan Keith now. Clearing it, trying to get it cleared into the Avalanche zone, and they do. And now Devon Taves will get it and shovel it out to Gabriel Landeskog. Landeskog with it in the neutral zone, dumps it into the Oilers zone. Mike Smith plays it along the boards. Val Nichushkin trying to cut it off. Taves and Nichushkin does. Nichushkin with the puck now. Here's Nichushkin with the shot saved by Mike Smith. Here is now Landeskog. Landeskog gets it over to Makar with a shot in the lane, and that's deflected wide to the right. Now Landeskog dumping it over for Nichushkin behind the net. Here's Nichushkin trying to get it out front. Now picked up by Alexander Newhook. Slap shot. Saved by Mike Smith again. Makar with it now out by the blue line. We'll get it into JT Compher, and it'll lose it around the boards. Here's Devon Taves with Alexander Newhook. Fighting with it with Duncan Keith and Connor McDavid in the corner. Here's Newhook coming out of the net with it. Now it's to Compher. Back to Newhook. Newhook back to Compher. Here comes Compher now with it out to the blue line. Here to Makar. Down to Taves. Taves with a shot and deflected. Here's Taves again to Makar. Slap shot. One-timer. Score! Cale Nightingale, the man of the lamp, scores, and it's now 6-3. As now we will get a goalie change by the Edmonton Oilers. Woo! Unbelievable. Mike Smith will come out. Koskinen will come in to replace him. It's now 6-3 Avalanche. 25-14. So Smith pulled out of the game. Koskinen in. Mikko Koskinen coming in for the Oilers. Puck down now here at center ice as the Avalanche will dump it into the Oilers zone here. Now fighting with it, Avalanche banging them hard against the boards here. Picked up by the Oilers here and cleared into the Avalanche zone, but it will be left off and the Avalanche will get it again. Here's Josh Manson with it, trying to fight with it here. And now Fogle with it here in the corner. Fogle with it back out to the blue line. Slap shot, but it's blocked in the lane here. Tangled up is Byram. And now they're wanting the call and won't get it here. Right out in front of the net. And O'Connor will get it and flip it out of the Avalanche zone. So now the Oilers will clear it into the Avalanche zone. Now Darcy Kemper playing with it here. And we'll move it along the boards here. Now fighting with it along the Avalanche blue line here. Here's now Bowen Byram, and he'll leave it behind the net here for Josh Manson. Manson here with it. Works it along the boards to Kadri. Kadri over the blue line into the Oilers zone here. Now Lehkonen fighting for it, and it looks like there's going to be a penalty here for the Avalanche. They will be on the power play here for an interference call on the Edmonton Oilers coming up. Let's see here. 12:42 left here in the second period, ladies and gentlemen. Avalanche are up 3, 6-3. We'll be back. So Josh Archibald called for the interference here. It'll put the Avalanche on the power play here. 2 minutes for interference. Here with 12:41 to go here. Face off to the left circle of the Edmonton Oilers bench. Puck down now. Duncan Keith will move it and try to dump it out. Here now Mikko Rantanen. Rantanen working it on the blue line. We'll get it over to Kadri. Back over to Makar. Makar with it to Rantanen. Slap shot. McKinnon. No good. Rebounded over here by Kadri as he pushes it up and out of the zone here. Here as we clear it now, here comes Makar working it up. Makar now working it over the blue line here. Here's now Landeskog over to Rantanen. Rantanen here now with it. Here's McKinnon, 1:23 and counting left on the power play. Here's Rantanen across ice and won't get it. Now McKinnon will pick it up here. McKinnon coming around over by the blue line. We'll get it over into with a slap shot. And it is blocked by Duncan Keith. That one was a howitzer by McKinnon here as Zach Hyman with it all alone in the Avalanche zone. 4 Avalanche will immediately swarm him and pick up the puck. There comes Kadri now, clearing it over the blue line into the Oilers zone. Kadri working with it on his own. Now over to Landeskog. Landeskog will get it over to Rantanen. Rantanen with it. We'll work it along the boards. Now over to Taves. Taves back to Newhook. Now over to Kadri. Back over to Taves. Taves back over to Landeskog. Landeskog in with a shot, trying to get it deflected. It'll go off and left off Cody Ceci's stick. Here comes Kadri with it, trying to get it across ice to Rantanen. It'll be cleared out of the zone by the Edmonton Oilers. 30 seconds and counting on the power play here. Now Devon Taves with the puck as he'll bring it out. Now here's Taves here, working it along with Alexander Newhook as he brings it in over the neutral zone into the blue line and cleared it into the Oilers zone. Will dump. Here's Byram now trying to get it into it. Now worked out back over and intercepted here by McLeod as he's working it into the Avalanche zone by his own. Ultimately cut off by Lehkonen and Taves. Taves here bringing it out. Here comes Taves here. Alexander Newhook over the blue line into the Oilers zone. He'll be met immediately. Trying to clear it now is Nichushkin, and the Oilers clear it up out of their zone. Now here comes Evander Kane all by himself with a shot deflected wide. Way off here as the power play has expired. No matter what my clock says, I started it way too late. The Oilers trying to keep it in their zone with a shot saved by Kemper. Now the Avalanche working it over the Oilers blue line into their zone here. Here is Cogliano as he tries to work it out in front of O'Connor, and it is shot and saved immediately as Darnell Nurse shoves him down to the ice pretty hard as Cogliano shoved it out for O'Connor, and Cody Ceci and Evander Kane immediately rough up O'Connor as he tried to shove it in the net. Here it's going to be 10:06 left. I'm going to try and run the clock down as close as it is. Power play is way expired here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it to 06. Maybe we might be able to. I'm going to run it to 10:06. Face off to the right, face off circle here. Here, 10:06 here. McKinnon and McDavid here with the face off. And now face off won by the Oilers here as Cody Ceci works it along the boards, and they'll work it into the neutral zone here. Now here's Darnell Nurse working it over the Avalanche blue line to Evander Kane with a shot, and it goes wide. I guess Pavel Francouz is in the game now. Francouz is in the game. I did not know that. Now here, Evander Kane working it with Eric Johnson here as Landeskog fighting with it with McDavid. Now worked back out here to Cody Ceci. Now out to Nurse. Nurse with a shot in the lane, and it's deflected wide again. Here Ceci drops it back off here for Draisaitl. Draisaitl in with it over to McDavid. McDavid in with a backhand shot saved by Francouz. And the Avalanche will try to clear it out of their zone. It's held in by Nurse. Nurse with the shot in the lane, bounces around. Now trying to get it is McDavid with a shot saved by Francouz here. And now here comes the Avalanche now, and Nichushkin will dump it into the zone, and they'll get a line change. Unbelievable. Here comes Draisaitl, bringing it up the right side into the neutral zone, now clearing it over the blue line into the Avalanche zone. Met immediately by Jack Johnson into the corner, fighting it right off for the puck here. Now here comes I believe that was Helm trying to clear it. Now here's JT Compher with it behind his own net. Compher now trying to glide around. Here's Compher. Now we'll get it out to Helm. Helm now trying to clear it out. Now Comfort fighting Ryan here in the corner. Now now Helm rocks him right in the right corner. Here's Yamamoto with a slap shot. It's blocked with a broken stick as Duncan Keith now breaks his stick. Now here the Oilers have it in their own zone here. Now trying to fight it out. And ultimately, the Avalanche will possess it as they bring it out the zone. Here's Jack Johnson up the right side. Will clear it over the blue line, intercepted by Duncan Keith. He'll clear it. Out in front here is Fogle. Fogle with it in the Avalanche zone, being tripped up and intercepted by Kadri here. Here comes Kadri. Will clear it over the blue line and dump it into the Oilers zone as he gets rocked by the bench. Landeskog getting rocked. Now here comes McLeod. McLeod clearing it over into the Avalanche zone. McLeod now over to Rantanen. Rantanen working it around here now. Here comes Kadri. Kadri with it to Makar. Makar trying to work it out as it gets into the Oilers zone, and it'll be ultimately covered up by Koskinen for a whistle. Wow, intense. 26-18 are the shots. 7:36 left here in the second period. Still 6-3, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back here, ladies and gentlemen. 7:36 left here in the second period. Face off here to the left face off circle now as the puck is down here, and the Avalanche get it now to Makar in the blue line with a shot in the lane, and it's deflected wide. Here's McKinnon now with it, works it back around to Nichushkin. Nichushkin here with it. Now working it back over to the blue line with Taves. Taves dumping it into McKinnon. Now Taves with a shot, and it's saved and blocked before it could even get to Koskinen. Now Nichushkin rocking the Oilers over by the bench here now as the Avalanche will flip it into the Oilers zone. Here now picking it up is Landeskog trying to work it along for McKinnon, but the Oilers will dump it back out of their zone. Now Makar. Makar with it intercepted, and it'll be flipped over into the Avalanche zone. Behind the net here is Francouz now playing it. Francouz with Taves. Taves behind the net and will wait for the line change and to set up the play here as he brings it out. Now Makar here. Now out to Taves. Taves coming up the ice with it. Back out to Makar. Now clears the neutral zone and will dump it into the Oilers zone. Giving chase to it is Mikko Rantanen and Darnell Nurse as Koskinen plays it. Now here's Kadri. Now it's a Rantanen behind. Kadri in front of the net with a shot, and it's blocked off Koskinen's left pad. Now the Oilers working it around now. Now here's Johnson. Johnson keeping it alive with Kadri with a flip and a shot save by Koskinen. 28-18 shots. 6:19 left here. I'll run it 6-3 here in the second period. Yes, and still a whole period left. The Avalanche have pulled Darcy Kemper, and they put in Pavel Francouz, excuse me. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back. Back here, ladies and gentlemen, 6:19 left here. 6-3 Avalanche here. As the Avalanche are clearly dominating here. Ryan Nugent Hopkins and JT Compher here with it with a face-off here near the Avalanche net. Puck down and the Oilers will win it here. Sorry, it was towards the Oilers net. You're now working the Oilers into the Avalanche zone. It'll be picked up by Eric Johnson and trying to be cleared out of it. Now giving chase to it was Compher. Now back behind the net here with Eric Johnson and Ryan here. Ryan giving chase to it here. Now JT Compher possesses it and will dump it out of the zone, trying to get it into the neutral zone. Worked ahead by Burakovsky. Burakovsky has it in the Oilers zone all by himself. Out to Johnson with a shot. Saved there by Koskinen. Here now the Avalanche working it around, but ultimately Tyson Barrie will come up with it and try to flip it up out of the Oilers zone for a line change. Now with it on the other side here is Burakovsky as he tries to work. Landeskog as he tries to work it around and won't. Now Josh Manson with it, working along with Gabriel Landeskog, stuck in the neutral zone here. Both teams battling it out, trying to get it across, and the Avalanche will clear it, but ultimately Tyson Barrie will come up with it again. Now here comes the Oilers. It'll be picked off in the neutral zone here as Nathan McKinnon loses his stick. Now out Manson will bring it out here to Landeskog. Landeskog has it, turns back towards the blue line. They're in the Oilers zone. It'll be out past the blue line, and then we'll have to bring it back. And now Johnson just dumps it into the Oilers zone. It'll be cleared. Now Koskinen playing it behind the net, and the Oilers will bring it out, and it'll go all the way to the Avalanche zone and be touched up for an icing. 29-18 shots here between both teams. Boy, it is crazy. I never thought it would be a 6-3 in the second period. Well, I thought it would never be like this, the highest score. But then again, two fast teams with speed and skills. Absolutely. Well, Pavel Francouz in for the Avalanche. Darcy Kemper getting some much-needed rest. I think it was either rest or he had a pad issue before the second period, so maybe that's what it is. They just can't fix his gear. Nazem Kadri, Connor McDavid with the face-off here by the Oilers net as the Oilers will get it and try and clear it out of the zone here. Now being worked. Now here's Connor McDavid, all trying to work it around Devon Taves. It won't get there as it'll be tied up by Taves, and the Avalanche will knock it up out of their zone into the Edmonton Oilers zone. Now here with it, Duncan Keith. He'll move it along up to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl will clear it into the Avalanche zone, be dumped around, ultimately intercepted by Taves. Draisaitl trying to work it towards the front of the net, picked up by Kadri in front of the net. Now here comes Makar. Makar on the breakout here. He's got a 4-on-2 here for the Avalanche. Makar back with a shot. Oh, off and out of play here. Nazem Kadri with the shot there. I don't know if that'll be an official shot on goal. 4:08 left here. 6-3. I agree with you, Broncos breakdown. This is a crazy, crazy game. Absolutely insane here. I'm trying to find the update status here on Darcy Kemper. What happened to him, if there is any update by any of the Avalanche insiders. Let's see here. Search in Twitter here. No update here. Let's see. Nothing here for Darcy Kemper. Well, no known reason here as we're back here. 4:08 left here in the second period. Shots 29-18, all Colorado. It's been all Colorado this game as well as they lead 6-3 here. Darren Helm and Ryan here for the faceoff here towards the Oilers net as the Oilers get it and clear it up over the ice into the Avalanche zone. Giving chase to it is Nathan MacKinnon, and he'll try to clear it up as O'Connor's. He's rocked and tangled up within three different players. Oilers trying to work it in and stay it into the zone here. Here's now Kassan. Kassan working it out now. And it'll be intercepted here by Logan O'Connor. O'Connor with it over the blue line. It all load with the pass. Shot, score! Cogliano with the goal. It's now 7-3, Colorado. Unbelievable. The Avalanche have broken this game completely wide open. Logan O'Connor with a cross-ice pass to Cogliano, and the Avalanche bury it home for the 7th goal of this game. If you bet the over tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you made a smart bet, and you just won a lot of money if you did. The over-under for this game was 7.5 goals. There has been 10 put up here. Now puck down here at center ice, and the Avalanche will win it now as Bowen Byram comes out with the puck here. Now to Josh Manson as he works it along the boards and into the Oilers zone. Oilers giving chase to it. Now to be touched up for an icing by Tyson Barrie. Update the shots here. It's now 30-19 for shots. Unbelievable. What a strong response in a first game for the Colorado Avalanche after getting that monkey off their back and getting out of the second round. Unbelievable what that does to a team. It happened to the Oilers from rounds 1 to 2. It's now happening seemingly to the Colorado Avalanche between rounds 2 and 3. Puck down here as the Oilers win it with a shot saved by Francouz, and he'll cover it up. .324 left here in the second period. It's 30-20 with shots on goal. McDavid, MacKinnon for the faceoff here. McDavid 8 for 14 on faceoffs tonight here. Puck down, and McDavid wins it. Now Draisaitl with it with a shot, and it's blocked immediately by Cale Makar out the front of the net. Makar looking very shooken up on the play. Now here's Draisaitl with it on the turnaround with a Draisaitl pass. Shot, score! Connor McDavid with the goal there. It's now 7-4. Turnover there by Devon Taves. Draisaitl gets it, hesitates with a cross ice pass to McDavid, and McDavid buries it home top shelf. The Oilers now only trail the Avalanche by 3 goals right now. And we've seen the Avalanche play with the lead before, and they have taken their foot off the gas. Hopefully they don't do that here. Puck down now at center ice. Now the Avalanche come up with it. Here's Bowen Byram over the blue line of the Oilers zone with a shot and save by Koskinen. Knocked out. Now the Oilers possess it here. Oilers bringing it up across the blue line. Here's Ryan now for Yamamoto, and it'll be a penalty called on the Avalanche. Eric Johnson, 2 minutes for hooking. On Zach Hyman, it's going to be Lehkonen, excuse me. Arturi Lehkonen going to the box for 2 minutes for a hooking power play. So back-to-back concerning woes here for the Avalanche after they got so hot. And Jared Bednar on the bench saying, let's go. Let's play some disciplined hockey. Let's tighten it up. Avalanche need to kill this power play here. Face off Draisaitl and Helm here. Puck down now, and Helm will possess it. The Avalanche will try to clear it out. Here's McDavid trying to get it over to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and it'll be whistled out of play. 2:49 left here in the second period. Shots are 30-21. 153 left here on the power play. Draisaitl and Helm again. Puck down here as they'll get out here to Tyson Barrie. Now to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins on the point. Back to Barrie. We'll get over to here to Draisaitl. Draisaitl with it now. Over to McDavid behind the net as he comes out back towards the blue line. Here's McDavid now. We'll get it off to Barrie. Barrie will get it over to Draisaitl again. Back to Barrie again out on the blue line. Now to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Now back out to McDavid. McDavid swirling and moving back over out towards the blue line. Here's McDavid. Cuts in for Barrie. Or for Nugent-Hopkins as he loses it, and he'll have to try and bring it back out towards the blue line. Now to Tyson Barrie here, the former Avalanche. Now back out to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl with it to McDavid. Shot by Hyman and saved by Francouz. They're here now. We'll get it out to Barrie. Barrie back out to Nugent-Hopkins. Back over to Draisaitl. Tries to get it clear, but it's cleared out by the Avalanche out of their zone and rolls all the way as Koskinen will come out and play it out of the net. Here comes Tyson Barrie now, bringing it up the ice for the Oilers. We'll kick it over to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl over to Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins has it now, back over to McDavid. Back out to now out to Nugent-Hopkins. Back out to McDavid. McDavid with it behind the net. Here's McDavid coming back out towards the blue line. Circling back around. McDavid circling again. Back to Nugent-Hopkins. Shot save by Francouz here. Now battling with it, and the Avalanche will clear it out of the blue line as they're giving chase to McDavid. Here's Compher now. McDavid with it across the blue line. Back out to Hyman to Nugent-Hopkins and Draisaitl. Slap shot. It's blocked off by Logan O'Connor as now the Avalanche are trying to get it out of the zone here. Now it's to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins as he tries to get across ice to Draisaitl. Wind up slap shot. Saved by Francouz. Unbelievable. Bouchard tried to get it in, and Francouz gets the save here. 30-24 in shots. What a save by Pavel Francouz. Great defensive stand and penalty kill here by the Colorado Avalanche. Really tightened things up defensively here in the second period. Face off now. Puck down here now as the penalty will expire, and we'll be back to full strength with a shot in deflected off. Back off here now has Bouchard has it. We'll get it back out with a shot from the blue line. Saved there by Francouz. Loose puck in front. Dive saved by Francouz. Unbelievable. Now there's pushing and shoving going on in front of the net, but what an incredible save by Pavel Francouz with a glove save off of his stomach. Unbelievable. Oh, he got the pad out and covered it. He lost his stick, moved back across, and just took the puck with his loose hand, his stick hand, and just covered it up. Wow, what saves, what action here for Pavel Francouz here. 30-25 are the shots. Face off now, puck down as Devon Toews will get it and clear it out into the Oilers zone. Now Duncan Keith with it. We'll move it along the boards. Oilers trying to get out of the zone, and they will. Now Eric Johnson with it. Coming over, he clears it over the blue line. Here's Val Nichushkin as he dumps it into the Oilers zone. Duncan Keith now giving chase to it, trying to cut it off. And will. Darcy Kemper is out due to injury. Upper body, doubtful to return. Not good news for the Colorado Avalanche. Oilers dump it in. Now here's Landeskog as McKinnon will bring it up. McKinnon all by himself. Shot saved by Koskinen. Now the Oilers trying to get out of their zone, and that's the end of the second period. Well, the Avalanche only score one goal in this period, but the Oilers also only score one goal. Avalanche up 7-4 after 2, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals right here. We will be back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're set for the third period here. So here we go. Third period of play, getting ready to go here. Denver, Colorado. Nathan MacKinnon, Connor McDavid here. Darcy Kemper currently out with an upper body injury, doubtful to return tonight as the referee gets ready to drop the puck, and the puck is down here. And now the Oilers will get it and try to keep it poking out of their zone. But here comes Landeskog giving chase to it now. Gabriel Landeskog with it. Out to Nichushkin. Back to Landeskog. Trying to get it over to McKinnon. It'll be intercepted by Leon Draisaitl. Now coming back into their own zone. The Oilers trying to clear it out. And they will. Intercepted by McKinnon and dumped it back into the Oilers zone here. Here we go now. 31-27 shots here. Here comes Duncan Keith now bringing it out of the zone for the Oilers. Now up to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl has it up the right side into the Avalanche zone. Draisaitl all by himself. Shot saved by Pavel Francouz. 31-27 with the shots. 19-23 left here. I don't see anything too concerning with Darcy Kemper, so I think maybe he just might be given a night off here. Pavel Francouz in 1923. Face-off coming on the right face-off circle here. 31-28 shots here for the Avalanche here. JT Compher and Zach Hyman, I think, will be in for the face-off here. Here comes puck down now. The Avalanche win the face-off. Now Eric Johnson giving chase behind the net. Here's Johnson now bringing it up towards the neutral zone, and Compher will get it and flip it into the Oilers zone. It'll bounce off Koskinen here. Giving chase to it now, JT Compher. Now Andre Burakovsky has it behind the Oilers net, and it'll be intercepted here by Foegele. Foegele will get it and flip it into the Avalanche zone, knocked down, and will be intercepted by Bowen Byram. Byram back out, will kick it out, and the Avs will work it out over to the zone. It'll be waved off for an icing call. 32-28 shots on net. $18:55 left here. Face-off coming to the left face-off circle. The Avalanche's own net. Compher and McDavid here to set to take the puck drop here. Referee telling Compher to back up a little bit. Here we go. Both heads down, and now the puck is down. Now the Avalanche will come up with it. Eric Johnson will move it up along the boards here. So now Tyson Barrie down to Draisaitl. We'll get it over for McDavid. He'll battle it in the corner here. Here's McDavid, and now Darnell Nurse, who now getting it is for the Avalanche, and they'll flip it and lose it in the neutral zone. Here comes the Oilers now. Tyson Barrie working it out into the neutral zone. We'll flip it up over the blue line, intercepted by McKinnon. He'll put it back. Here's Valeri Nichushkin over the blue line for the Oilers. Shot saved by Koskinen. And now the Oilers will get it and flip it out. And the Avalanche will retain it here with Makar. Now to Taves. Taves with it now. We'll rush it up the boards. He'll get it to Nathan MacKinnon. MacKinnon with it. Dancing in. Shot saved by Koskinen. Now Landeskog giving battle towards it over to the left corner. It'll be cleared out by Draisaitl. Out to Barrie. We'll get it out to Zach Hyman here. Hyman with it. Working it in. Out around the net. It'll be battling in the corner. Hyman still with it. Picked off by the Avalanche. Here comes Mikko Rantanen. Rantanen in with it by himself. The shot saved by Koskinen. He'll leave it out in front of the net now. Cody Ceci will get it and flip it out of the Oilers zone. Now Makar will get it over to Taves. Get it up towards the boards. Rantanen will clear it now into the zone. Rantanen tripped up. So now Kadri will get it and come in and have to bring it back because not everybody was on sides on time. Now Manson will get it into Lehkonen. Lehkonen working it on the left side of the board. Here's Lehkonen again. Now out to Kadri. Kadri with it. With a flip. Reverse save by Koskinen there. Now here's Burakovsky working it out for Lehkonen. Lehkonen in with it on the right corner. Now working it over for Burakovsky. Burakovsky loses it. Will be intercepted by Bouchard as he will move it up here. Right back out to Bouchard now. Bouchard over the blue line with a shot saved by Francouz as Jack Johnson will clear it out. Now Bouchard will get it out to Duncan Keith with a slap shot. It's blocked in the lane. Now back over here to Ryan. Ryan will fight for it, and it'll be pucked out in front. It will be bounced around and ultimately gathered by the Oilers. Now here's Kaskinen right here. Now Cassian here now. We'll get it back out here to Bouchard. Bouchard back to Keith. Back to Bouchard. Slap shot by Bouchard. Blocked immediately by Logan O'Connor. He's down on the ice. Blocked again by Alexander Newhook. With another slap shot. In front shot score. Derek Ryan with the goal. And it cuts into 2 as Andre Burakovsky is shaking up really bad. Another injury happens to the Colorado Avalanche. Not good. Burakovsky took a puck hard right in, it looks like maybe he took it right in the knee, right in the shin, on his right leg. He took it hard with a slap shot from Bouchard. What a way. Unbelievable. 7-5, 16:32 left. Cassian got it out from behind the net into Cece, was out right in front, and Burakovsky hunched over the bench as he gets carried off the ice. Not good. Puck down here. As the Avalanche will work it into the Oilers zone. Here comes Helm giving chase with it now. Oilers trying to clear it back out, and they will. Here they come up ice. Here comes Fogle now, and we'll lose it in the corners here. Avalanche trying to work it out. Now it'll be coming out to Helm. Helm working it into the neutral zone across the blue line, and will try to dump it in, and will get his own rebound here. Here's Helm working it along the boards in the Oilers zone. Now out to O'Connor. O'Connor working it along the boards behind the net, and it'll be fought for by Bowen Byram, ultimately gathered by Tyson Berry. Now the Oilers work it out of their zone into the neutral zone now. It'll be worked over behind the net. Francouz will leave it for Eric Johnson. So 36-30 the shots here. Now here comes Nathan MacKinnon working it into the Oilers zone. It'll be picked off and intercepted. Kicked out of the zone here. Here comes Yamamoto. He'll get it up to Darnell Nurse. Darnell Nurse with the shot. And it'll be deflected wide and up out of play. 36-30 with the shots here. 7-5 Avalanche over the Oilers. Avalanche better tighten up that defense real quick here because the Oilers are on the attack. They know that a couple of their huge players have gotten hurt. They're on the attack here now. So Connor McDavid, it's going to be Leon Draisaitl and Draisaitl and McKinnon for the faceoff here. This gets set here in the faceoff circle by the Avalanche net here. Here we go. Stick down to the ice. Puck is down, and the Oilers have it here. Cody Ceci with the shot. It'll go deflected wide off to the right. Now McDavid with it. Behind the net, now coming out towards the blue line. Here comes McDavid, wrapping right back around, trying to look for Nurse. It's deflected. Now McDavid with a shot deflected wide off to the right. And now working it. Now the Avalanche out of the zone. Here comes McKinnon over the blue line. Now gives it over to Nichushkin with a shot deflected up over the net, and it'll go back over. Now Taves with it. We'll get it over to Makar. Carr the slap shot in there. No good save. Now Nichushkin with the rebound. Nichushkin kicks it out to Taves. Taves with the shot inside, and it's deflected wide right off to the left side of the net. Now McKinnon trying to work it back out, and he'll work it too far back out as he gets away from him out of the blue line. And now Makar will chase it behind the net. Makar giving chase to it and chased down by Draisaitl. Now is Bouchard keeping it in on the Avalanche zone. Now working it around here. Comes out of the net and cleared into the Oilers zone. No icing as they'll wave it off here. Duncan Keith will retain it in the Oilers zone, bringing it out here. Keith now out to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, back out to Keith. He'll bring it up over to Bouchard. Bouchard working it now over the blue line. Here now is by Hyman, as he'll give a shot, but it'll be blocked and thwarted by the Avalanche as Byram now gets it and clears it out with Kadri. Kadri working it up the boards here. Here's now Eric Johnson for Lehkonen. Lehkonen trying to go cross ice for Rantanen, and he got it picked off, but he'll retain it. Here's Rantanen now trying to get it and being double-teamed by Nugent-Hopkins, and Duncan Keith now worked it along the boards of Hyman. Hyman double-teamed right at the blue line, and the Oilers will be whistled offside. 37-30, 13:56 left here, 7-5 Avalanche. You got to hope that Darcy Kemper, nothing is seriously wrong with him, and he could be back for game 2 here Thursday night here in Colorado. Intense playoff series here. It's getting really close down here towards the end, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. 13:56 left here in the third period, 7-5. Back here, ladies and gentlemen, third period, 13:56 left. 37-30 with shots on goal here. The Avalanche have been dominating offensively all game long, but now Darcy Kemper and now Andre Burakovsky out here now as we're waiting for a face-off here on the red dot nearest to the Avalanche bench here. It'll be Bouchard and Helm as the puck's down, and Helm will win the face-off here. Kick it out. The Avalanche will clear it up out of their zone and into the Edmonton zone. Now Bouchard giving chase to it, trying to clear it back out, and it'll be met. And the same it'll be picked off here by O'Connor as he tries to throw it back into the zone. Helm giving chase as Koskinen tries to clear it out. Now up to Tyson Barrie. Tyson Barrie out to Bouchard. Bouchard with Fogle. Now leaving it here for Juliarvi now. Get it back out to Barrie. Barrie battling it with Bowen Byram. Now worked out by Fogle, and Eric Johnson will come up with it and just toss it out of the zone. It'll be cleared into the zone off of Logan O'Connor. Here comes Tyson Barrie now. Working it over for right here for the Oilers as they get it into their zone here. Fighting for it now. Rico Rantanen comes up as he picks off the puck, dumping it into the Oilers zone over the blue line. Alexander Newhook giving chase to it. Now JT Compher will work it around the net. Back over around to the left side here. Here's Rico Rantanen working it into the Alexander Newhook, but picked off here. Now Rantanen gets it. Back keeping it in the zone, but he passed it too far beyond the blue line, and the Avs will retreat, dumping it back into the zone, and we'll get a line change. Avalanche have to stay attacking here to take game one here tonight, and they are doing so far. Darnell Nurse clearing it out for the Oilers as it gets intercepted in the neutral zone by Landeskog and cleared back into the Oilers zone. Now here comes Landeskog here with a shot by the Juskin, saved by Koskinen. With a cross-ice pass by Gabriel Landeskog, 37-30 with shots, 12:22 left. Unbelievable. Nichushkin frustrated as he thought he had an open net there. Avs might want to get one more goal here just to ensure the pressure. Face off to the right, face off circle here in front of the Edmonton Oilers net here. It's going to be Kadri and Nugent Hopkins here for the face off. Puck down. Kadri looks to have it, but it'll be ultimately intercepted by the Oilers and dumped out of their own zone. Now Yamamoto giving chase to it in the corner here with Bowen Byram. Now Johnson trying to clear it out along the boards. Now Byram here has got it. He's bringing it out of the zone and will flip it up over past neutral ice, being cleared into the Oilers zone. Here's Nazem Kadri now. Kadri with it, going behind the net of the Oilers zone here. Kadri now still with it. We'll get it back out and to Rantanen, and it goes way past him, back over into the Avalanche zone. Avalanche will regroup and get a possible line change. Here comes Rantanen now up the side here. Rantanen playing it up the side, and we'll dump it into the Oilers zone here, moved around. McKinnon and Landeskog giving chasing it here. Now Landeskog comes up with it. Out to Devon Taves. Taves at the blue line with a shot saved by Koskinen as he will hold it and glove it in. 11:35 left here in the third period. Offensively for the Avs, everybody's basically gotten a piece tonight. Makar, Kadri, Compher, McKinnon, all getting goals. It's been very nice and a very entertaining offensive game, but the Avalanche need to continue with the pressure. 38-30 with the shots. Face off here in front of the Oilers net here. Now Byram's got it with a shot. It's deflected left side. O'Connor get the rebound. With a shot from the blue line, it's deflected again off to the left side. And it'll be up and out of play. We'll get another face-off here, 11:23. I'll catch up the clock. 39-30 with the shots. McCarr came alive tonight. Rantanen came alive tonight. The two biggest players I said got to get it going. They got it going, and it's made the difference here as the Avalanche are up 2. Now they need to hold it. McKinnon and McLeod will be for the face-off here. To the right face-off circle, left face-off circle near the Oilers bench. Puck down. Now Nichushkin has it. Nichushkin with it, whipping around, but will be intercepted by Barry. Barry trying to work it around back out of the zone here, and it will be worked along by McDavid. Now here is Hyman as now the Avalanche knock it back into the Oilers zone. Worked around the boards here and now flipped out of the Oilers zone and will be Devon Taves that'll have it. Loses the puck. Ryan has it now all by himself with a shot. It's poked away by Cale Makar. Right out in front of the net here. Here now battling for it. Now is Ryan. Now working along to Draisaitl. Back over to Cody Ceci. Now to Darnell Nurse. With a shot tipped out and deflected wide off the right side of the net. Now working for it, here's Cale Makar. Makar has it now, and the Avalanche will try to clear it up out of their zone. Here's Makar for Nichushkin now. Working it back now, and they will retreat. Now leaving it out for Bowen Byram. Byram now with it. Will flip it into the Oilers zone. Giving chase to it now. Here is Kadri. Kadri giving chase with Darnell Nurse. Now working it alongside. It'll be intercepted by Draisaitl. Now picking it up here for Vander Kane. Picked off and poked away. Here's Nazem Kadri right in front of the net. Shot saved by Lehkonen. Or sorry, by Koskinen. Excuse me. Wow. Kadri was on a breakaway all by himself. Tried to flip it backhanded up over Koskinen's body, and Koskinen read that all the way as Kadri beat Cody Ceci. Oh, got the glove save and just knocked it down and covered it up. With Nazem Kadri here. 10, 12, 40, 30 are the shots here. We're going to get a face-off here. Puck is down. It'll be whistled again for a re-face-off. 10-11 here. 9 shots tonight for Nazem Kadri. 1 goal. Here we go. Face-off again to the right face-off circle by the Oilers net. It's going to be Helm and Archibald here for the face-off. Here now, puck down, and the Oilers have it now. Now Bouchard giving chase to it. It'll be cleared out again by the Oilers into the Avalanche zone. Now here's Josh Manson with it behind the net. Manson trying to bring it up out of the net here. Working it along the boards, and it'll be cleared into the Oilers zone by Cogliano. Now here comes Helm. Helm working it around here to Cogliano. Cogliano working it across ice to O'Connor and almost tipped out in front of the net. And now the Avalanche working it now. McLeod out to Bouchard, and Bouchard will clear it up out of the Oilers zone, covered up by Pavel Francouz. 41-30 shots, 9:37 left now. Avalanche have to hold on here. I thought they would throttle the Oilers. They really need to show some aggressiveness offensively. They're not going to – the Avalanche need to realize something right now, that they're not going to put up 7 goals every game against the Oilers. They're peppering – they peppered Mike Smith enough tonight to get him out of net, but that's not going to be the case every night. So it's going to be Leon Draisaitl and Darren Helm here with the face-off here on the left face-off circle near the Avalanche net. Here we go now. Face-off. Puck is down. It'll be whistled a dead face-off. 41-30 with shots here. 9:38 left here in the third period. So Helm and McDavid will go now. McDavid winning nearly half of his faceoffs here. And the puck is down. Helm will win the faceoff here with a skate slide move. As now the puck comes out and the Avalanche try to move it out of the zone, and they do back into the Oilers zone. Giving chase to it now. Here the Oilers will bring it up out of their zone. Now dropping it off here, and Draisaitl will dump it into the Avalanche zone. Worked around the boards. Back over to Kane. Now Draisaitl back out to Barry. Held in by Kulak there. Now working it along. Here's Kane, and it'll be intercepted, picked off by the Avalanche, trying to break out. Here comes Landeskog, works it along. Here's Val Nichushkin. Nichushkin all in with a shot, save, rebound, Landeskog, and he can't get a grip of it. Right out in time to make another shot. Landeskog out in front. It's poked away. Now being poked away by Barry, and it'll work it out of the Oilers zone. Avalanche going back on defense. Here comes Connor McDavid through the neutral zone. Now he'll back up and go back over by the Oilers blue line. Now to Cody Cece's, he works it along and dumps it into the Avalanche zone. Pavel Francouz trying to come out, and a penalty coming up here. And it's going to be on the Colorado Avalanche. Gabriel Landeskog will go to the box for 2 minutes for a hold. Oh, no, this is a costly mistake late by the Colorado Avalanche. You cannot continue to make mistakes like this and leave it to the Oilers to try and get back in this game. 8:38 left in the third period. It's 7-5. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Landeskog going to the box for 2 minutes here for holding. 8:38 left here in the third period. Puck down now as the penalty starts here for the Oilers here. Now Tyson Barrie will get it now, working it out to Draisaitl with a shot deflected up and around of the glass here. Now working it out is the Avalanche, and they will try to clear it out, but kept in by Barrie. Barrie working it around the Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Taves will clear it up out of the zone. Cogliano, Helm, Makar, and Taves. Now Johnson on the ice. Comfer now for the Avalanche as McDavid brings it in the neutral zone over the blue line. Now back out to Nugent-Hopkins over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl now with it on the right side. Back over to McDavid. McDavid bringing it around making circles around the net. Here comes Nugent-Hopkins over to Draisaitl. Back to Barrie. Barrie with it over to Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins over to Draisaitl. Cross size for Draisaitl's shot, and it went off the net. Now back out to Barrie. Barrie over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl again. Back over to Barrie with a slap shot. Winds it up. No good. Save. Off here with a shot. Save out in front by Francouz again. Here's Nugent-Hopkins now. Hopkins with it to McDavid. McDavid to Draisaitl. Knocks it off. Now over to McDavid. McDavid back over to Draisaitl with the front shot. Score by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and the Oilers have cut the lead to 1. Damn. The Avalanche allowing the Oilers back into this game by making way too many late costly mistakes. They let up off the gas. We've seen this multiple times in multiple games that the Avalanche have done this, and they gave it away too much, and it's too costly, and now the Oilers are within one. The Avalanche seriously need to tighten up on their discipline when they have leads. 7:24 left here in the third period. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with the goal there. I'll run the clock when it gets in sync here. Face off at center ice now. Kadri wins it, and the Avalanche cleared into the Oilers zone. Now Koskinen with it as he works it along the boards. Now here comes the Oilers dumping it into the Avalanche zone. Yamamoto working it with here now. We'll get it around, and it'll be intercepted by Lehkonen. It'll be worked along by the Avalanche out of their zone. Here comes Duncan Keith now trying to get it, work it. It'll be deflected back over into the Oilers zone. Oilers will get it and dump it into the Avalanche zone. Here comes Manson now. We'll work it along the boards here. We'll get it off to Helm. Helm working it into the neutral zone, and we'll try to flip it into the Oilers zone. Not cleared. Now it's cleared into the Oilers zone. Here comes Koskinen now, working it over to Bouchard. Now trying to be intercepted. It is by JT Compher behind the net. With in front, shot by Newhook. Save, shot again by Newhook. Saved by Koskinen again. Now the Avalanche trying to keep it in. It's Newhook fighting with it here with Ryan. And it'll be come out here to by Cassian. We'll get it across ice with a shot saved by Francouz as it was tipped in front of him. So now Archibald here with it now working it, shot by the blue line, deflected wide right off of the net. Here come the Avalanche. They're trying to clear it out of the zone. Somebody needs to give them help. The Avalanche need to tighten up defensively as Jack Johnson works it along the boards to Helm, but it's kept in here by Hyman. Hyman now working it around the net. Now with Cassian. Cassian back out for Barry. Barry now with it, walking the blue line. Now with the shot. It's blocked out right in front. And Johnson trying to fumble with it. Ultimately came up by the Oilers with a shot. It's deflected wide, and the Avalanche will clear it out of their zone finally. No icing here. 44 here now, the 33 shots. Now the Oilers struggling, trying to clear to the Avalanche zone. It's knocked away by Landeskog. It's cleared to the Oilers zone. And now Cody Ceci will get it and just knock it right out of the Oilers zone. Cleared along. Now the boards Oilers trying to get out of their zone now into neutral zone. Deflected off the skate and back in. Now here comes Evander Kane. That's being stopped. Was going to be delayed offside. So Landeskog will ultimately have it now to Makar. And the Avalanche will get a line change and regroup here. Boy, this is not the game I envisioned the Avalanche having it here as they throttled them early on. Puck cleared into the Oilers zone. Now Koskinen trying to work it out. Ultimately knocked down by Landeskog. And it's a soft shot by McKinnon. Shot is wide, no good. Here now working it along the boards. Here's Val Nichushkin behind the net. Nichushkin trying to work it out here. Here comes Nichushkin. Makar now to Taves. Taves with a shot. Save out there by Koskinen. Now back out to Taves. Intercepted with a shot here. With a windup by McKinnon, and it's no good. Save deflected wide off the net. Now the Avalanche trying to get it in, and the Oilers will move it along. Now to Draisaitl here in the Avalanche zone. There's Draisaitl with it. With Ceci with the shot. No, it's blocked out right in front. Still down on the ice. Now here's Nurse with the shot. It's blocked right out in front of the net again. Here come the Avalanche. They clear it out the zone with Mikko Rantanen clearing it out. Now out trying to get it to Draisaitl as the Oilers will move it back into their zone. Now clearing it in here now. Here comes Fogle with the flip shot up over the net. It'll be cleared out here. Now Byram working it. Byram now trying to work it. It'll be flipped up and out of glass and out of play. 4:01 left. We're going to get a face-off here. Lehkonen taking a shot right in front of the net off of Cody Ceci. Oh, it hit Connor McDavid in his right leg. I see that. Massively insane break for the Colorado Avalanche. Crazy. Unbelievable. We're going to step away for just a short while, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. 4:01 here left in the third period. 7-6 Avalanche. Now they've let the Oilers climb all the way back into this game and pull it within one. The Avalanche need to lock it down now. 44-33 shots. Kadri and Nugent Hopkins here for the faceoff. To the right faceoff circle by the Avalanche's net here. Puck down now, and now Hyman with the puck now over behind the left side of the net of the Avalanche. Hyman trying to work it beyond the boards here. It'll be intercepted by Kadri and flipped out of the Avalanche zone. So now Lehkonen giving chase to it. It will be ultimately knocked down. Man, that's like the third missed call that the refs have had against the Avalanche. Unbelievable. Kadri with it now in the neutral zone, trying to work it in the Oilers zone, and they do. Rantanen now giving chase to it with Bouchard. Bouchard trying to clear it out, and he does. Here's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins as he dumps it along for McLeod. McLeod working it over the blue line into the Avalanche zone. Here's McLeod now. With it now, moves it back out, and it'll be flipped along over to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Back out to Cody Ceci. Back out to McLeod with a shot deflected wide. Now Cody Ceci will move it behind the net. Now back out for Zach Hyman, and he'll move it along the boards. Avalanche trying to pick it off. Now repossessed by Ceci. Now out to Hyman behind the net. Hyman now trying to work it, and it will be intercepted by Landeskog. Landeskog trying to cut it off. Here comes McKinnon through the neutral zone. Over the blue line. Nathan McKinnon all by himself. It'll be cut off here to Landeskog with a shot saved by Koskinen. Now here's the Chushkin trying to work it out, and now the Oilers will work it out of their zone with Leon Draisaitl and flip it into the Avalanche zone, giving chase to it now. Here's Eric Johnson. Johnson, now the Oilers moving it around. Picked off by Nichushkin, worked over. Here comes Nichushkin trying to get a break on it. Where is the holding call? Boy, here comes Evander Kane now. Now working it over the line. Here's Draisaitl. Edmonton could be looking to pull their goalie here. They work it into the Avalanche zone. Trying to get it in now. The Avalanche work it back out. Here's Lehkonen as he pokes it back out. Draisaitl having to go, Nurse having to go all the way out to his zone to work it back in. Now the Oilers trying to work it over the blue line, and they do. Draisaitl working it over. Now here comes Devon Taves as he clears it out of the zone. But kept in by Evander Kane. Here's to McDavid with a shot save. As now Lehkonen goes to the bench. It goes all the way over to the other side. And just missed it by a touch as icing is whistled. Empty net for the Oilers as they now have the extra attacker. 46-34, shots on goal. 150 left here in the game. Unbelievable. It'll be a 6-on-5. Again, the Oilers have pulled their goalie. Timeout called by the Oilers here on the bench. $150 left here in the third period, everybody. 6-on-5 advantage. Faceoff will be on the left-hand faceoff circle near the Avalanche bench. It'll be McDavid and I believe McKinnon with the faceoff here. Koskinen on the bench. Jared Bednar trying to draw up a defensive plan and hope to God it doesn't fall apart here. Top line in for the Oilers, top line in for the Avalanche here. Fans coming to their feet at Ball Arena. This is what playoff hockey is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Intensity of the eyes of McKinnon and Draisaitl as they come for the faceoff here. Stadium Ball Arena is rocking. Face-off won by the Avalanche. McCarr will get it. Brush it up along the boards. Being met there now. Will be worked along here. Trying to work it, and the Oilers keep it in. Now Devon Taves trying to work it and flip it up out of the zone. It'll be knocked down here by McDavid. Kane with a shot. Save. Now Draisaitl and Taves working it in the corner. Here it comes now. McKinnon trying to help out. Taves has got it. Trying to flip it up and out, and he does. And icing is waved off here as Barry now comes back with it. Oilers working it up the ice here. Here they come now. Nugent Hopkins will work it along as Draisaitl dumps it into the zone. Kane now with it, now giving chase to it. Kane and McCarr now. Here comes Johnson working it back around the boards, and it's driven out of the zone. Icing is called. As Landeskog thought he had it beat, was neck and neck with Draisaitl, and they still called icing. Unbelievable. 101 left here. One left here in the third period. Face off to the left of the Avalanche net here. Yamamoto and I'm sorry, it's going to be Kadri and Draisaitl here for the face-off. Kadri with the face-off, and they will lose it. Here the Oilers have it now. Here's McDavid cutting back towards the blue line. McDavid still has it. Into Draisaitl, into Barry, had it on the far side, but lost it. Barry back to Nurse. Stop. Save with the Francouz out in front of the net. It's being shot again. It's saved by Francouz. Here's McDavid now out in front of the net. We'll get it to Barry. Barry turns around, shot. It's picked off by the Avalanche. Knocked out of the zone, and the Oilers will have to retrain. Here now is Tyson Barrie as he works it along. The Avalanche try to seize it here, try to work it back, and they do outside of the zone. The Oilers have to retreat now. Picked off. Here it is, Landeskog with a shot. Score! Gabriel Landeskog buries it in the empty net, and the Avalanche have seemingly sealed this game 8-6. .4 seconds left. The Avalanche look like they're going to gut out a win. Great goalie work by Pavel Francouz to come in and fill in for Darcy Kemper the way he has in this game. Unbelievable. Everybody on Twitter was bashing the Avalanche, saying, oh, the series is over now. How does it feel? All the Blues fans creeping into the Avalanche Twitter. Joke's on you, Blues fans, because we are about to win game one. Now the Oilers with it now. They win the faceoff in it with their own zone here. 10 seconds left now. Avalanche cleared up out of their zone. Cogliano just dumps it in to the other zone. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. And the Colorado Avalanche will take a 1-0 lead here as they take game one of the Western Conference Finals 8-6. 14 combined goals in this game. It is the second most all-time in Western Conference Finals history. The Avalanche gutted out really tough, had a couple of injuries on the way, but ultimately they come away with the game one victory. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me tonight. We will see you Thursday night for game two. Thank you. Good night.